Alright, let me put the banners and stuff up. Boom. Alright. Well, I'm at it, getting dressed. Luckily, I already tied my tie, so I don't have too much to do there. Just here for a second. Let's start getting dressed. So, y'all, I'm getting dressed a little bit this morning. Yo, 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 it's your boy, the insurance junkie, your fiduciary fella, the all-star advisor, Alonzo Hall. And I'm here this morning to whap and tap on your head with another ADH wealth solution. Albert was good. So, thank you, man. I'm trying to look clean because as black men, I'm walking here downtown New Haven, and in the middle of this, bro, all the dudes that I see around here is like, "Oh my God, are you going to court today?" And I'm like, "Bro, I'm 40 years old. This should be like the first question should be, are you going to work?" Right? Now, one person asked me if I was going to work. I said, "Yes, I am going to work. Realistically, I ain't going nowhere today. What I am going is," he said, "You see, World War III started. See, you talking money talk, boy. You talking money talk, Al." You talking that money talk, right? Um, you know, but I think specifically for black men, we gotta. If you have the ability to dress like this every day, do so, right? Like I said, look, my tie, right? Because we walk around like walking billboards. My tie is luxury designer brand, Michael Kors, but you'd never know it's a luxury designer brand because you know yo, we got to get up. Matter of fact, I'm going to the city tomorrow, but in fact, um, shoot me a text. You know where to shoot me a text at, and I might come up and visit you today, like you be rolling up on me. Since you see me and my boys, we drive luxury cars, right? So his everyday driver is a Lexus. That's just his everyday driver. My everyday driver is a Benz, but uh, he's got more money than me, so his everyday driver is a Lexus. But his luxury cars are like fucking Ferraris and shit. I'm not gonna let him act like he ain't got a bunch of money. One thing that I found, and this is also inspiring, is when you deal with black men who got money, right? Like, funny, ironically enough, the brother Andre Hatchett was on live yesterday, and he was talking about like his courses and everything like that. And he come and I said to him, I was like, "Hey, Andre, I had signed up for one of your classes a while ago, but when I bought it, I never completed it." So I said, "You're speaking to the choir about, people starting things and not finishing." And he was like, "See, I'll tell you what, Alonzo, the reason you didn't finish it is because it was too cheap. It was only $100." He said, "For people like you, $100 is not something that is valuable. Now, if it was $3,500, I bet you'd have finished my course." He said, "But $100 to you, when you're looking at something as valuable as an investment as training and learning new skills and abilities, $100 for you doesn't seem like a solid investment." Ladies and gentlemen, make sure if you're enjoying the content, you hit that like, drop a comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're made aware every time I release new content. And as always, share, share, share. Lastly, to contribute to channel growth or to schedule an appointment with a licensed financial professional, the links are in the description of this video. So let's continue here as I'm getting dressed for my day. I'm about to just run a couple errands. Realistically, all I'm going to do is pick up some Uber Eats. But it's funny because, oh, our peep game. I had to take you to my tailor, bro. because we gotta get some custom shit made. I don't wear off the rack anymore now. All my shit is made to measure. Well, will be made to measure. Right? One second here. Let me just grab my sunglasses. Get a little hydration. You always want to make sure that you drink a little water. Put this down here. Have my little water cooler. And like I said, ladies and gentlemen, even rich people, more or less rich people, definitely do things like recycling. Right? So, for example, you see here, I got my, well, I need to restock, but you see, I got my soda cans and my favorite thing, which is my water cooler. Right? That water cooler, this is my in-house water cooler. Right? They come deliver these here jugs of water. I got 4 jugs of water. Once every week, pretty much. But once every 2 weeks, generally, I have them deliver me some water. And it's important that you stay hydrated. Stay thirsty, my friends. But like I said, today, I'm doing something real simple. I'm literally just going to the store in my Burberry glasses and picking up some food because it's Columbus Day. Me and my wife's anniversary is at the end of the week. And so we're not going to do anything too heavy, but, you know, kind of sit in the house and Netflix and chill together. But right now, since she has the day off, because it's a federal holiday, what's going on, Mulatto? What's going on, Quina? Since it's a federal holiday, we're going to take the day off. We're going to binge Netflix and chill. And I ordered us some breakfast from this diner that I'm going to pick it up today. And yes, I am dressed to impress, right? Full suit, Michael Kors outfit, and then the sneakers, Roberto Cavalli. So they're like $1,400 sneakers, right? They want to see me dance in my $1,000 pants. Well, yes, I realize, you know, as a financial professional, especially for our community, I was mad and regretfully, I was mad for no reason, and it was a stupid thing, especially as Black financial professionals. We should be ashamed of ourselves for shaming our people for wearing labels. Yes, wear labels. That's the reason labels exist, right? Like I said, this tie, I'm just going to show you the tie because I am not taking off all my clothes to show the labels, right? This tie is I think this is a $100 tie. Michael Kors, right? Can't see the name brand, but you know it's a quality item. That's why Black folks buy name brands. Now, the difference is I didn't buy it just because, well, I did buy it just because it was Michael Kors, but Michael Kors is a fashion brand. So, knowing that when I'm dressing for fashion, it's okay to buy Michael Kors. Now, another name brand, prime example, my wallet. So, because you keep multiple. But my wallets and most of my leather goods, like my belts and stuff, are made by Coach. Now, yes, Coach is a great luxury brand, but the reason Coach is a luxury brand is because it has a name behind it, and that's quality. Now, the quality of Coach leather is that they have good quality leather items. So, Black folks, if we're going to start buying luxury brands, we don't need to stop at all. No, we don't. What we do is we continue buying them luxury brands and invest in those luxury brands, kind of like how I showed y'all with the car cash. And I'll show you all again that I keep the car cash in my car, right? But a lot of that, like I said, is it all boils down to discipline. But we're seeing in a lot of spaces, I'm seeing in a lot of spaces, a lot of complaints from Black men. Like I said, I was in a discussion on Facebook with a Black man who was saying, you know, if a woman drinks or smokes, it's red flags, and I can't deal with that, and da 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 da. And I'm just like, look, brother, I hope you got a fully funded 401k and this, that, and the third. Now, no. Am I saying that having a standard to not date someone who smokes or drinks is bad? No. But what I'm saying is, what I'm tired of hearing, especially from these 40, 50-year-old black men who ain't got shit and ain't showed me how to get shit, is stop complaining about the women. Oh, this woman ain't da 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 da. Nigga, the only thing you got to show for yourself is a 2003 Mercedes Benz in 2023. And it's not a 2003 that's a classic with under 100,000 miles. You have a 2003 Mercedes Benz that has fucking 273,000 miles, and you just got it because it got the Benz logo. Now, I have my Benz, yes, because it's a Benz, but not just because it's a Benz, but because it's a Benz, right? Just like I explained to you, the reason I wear Coaches, not because it's Coach, but because it's Coach, right? Because of the quality behind the item. Just like if I wear Louis Vuitton, you're not going to see me in Louis Vuitton fashion items. What you will see me in Louis Vuitton of is Louis Vuitton luggage. People be like, that luggage is expensive as hell. They gonna throw it around and bang it up in the airport. Well, that's what the fuck it's made for. That's why the fuck it's expensive. Because they made it to be abused at the fucking airport. Right? So like this here, hold on. Oh shit, hold on. What happened to my camera? Facing back. Here we go. So like this here, what up, Kay? Right? This Benz here, right? My Benz. Yes, I got it because it was a Benz. Oh yeah, I just put in the lights too. The door lights, the floor lights. But I got this. Thank you, Kay. Right? In fact, here's what I don't want to see no more of. I don't want to see no more of the bullshit of men up here talking bullshit and crying. I want to see stuff like me and Al and Kay having the constructive conversations, right? Because that's the reason I got this Benz. I was able to get this Benz in one paycheck from one deal that I did with a black man from YouTube. But he wasn't spinning his wheels, spending time. Oh shit. He wasn't spinning his wheels, spending time crying about Keisha. What was he doing? I gotta change from my hold on. I changed from my Burberry sunglasses to my Burberry driving glasses, right? And like I said, I happen to like Burberry. So my Burberry sunglasses, hold on. And then my other Burberry driving glasses. And then I just went to the eye doctor earlier this year, and my insurance always covers about $200 to $300 for a pair of glasses. So for these $400 glasses, I only paid $179, and these are Burberry as well. Give me 1 second here. Get on the road. But remember, y'all, I told y'all about the car cash. So this is just cash that I keep in my car, right? Just cash that I keep in my car, right? And eventually, when it gets over $50, I put it in the bank, and then I start over again, right? And why is that? Because that car cash helps me from frivolously spending. If I have something I want to frivolously spend on, it comes out of the car cash. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right. It's the best thing is the car cash cleaner. Because like I said, it keeps you responsible, and it keeps you, yourself together, to not be in the humbug. Damn, you can tell it's about to be winter. It's cold. But they had to turn these heated seats on. But see, that's the awesome thing too. I got my Benz because I could do stuff like cold start and just get going, right? Just start the car and go. Ain't got to start the car and let it warm up and all that other jazz. Just start the car and go, right? Um, but I think you're gonna see a transformation, and it's funny because what I'm gonna do for y'all, I'm gonna do the work for me and for y'all. Good morning, Malika. Is I'm going to add to the archives. I'm gonna bring up some of my old videos, put them on my new videos, as videos for y'all to watch. Cause I look at some of the content. Kay, I'm gonna send you personally today via text a video that I did a couple years ago talking about the space, not even realizing that I had some of the complaints that I have now before I knew I would have them. No, I can't turn right here. I gotta take the next leg. Because I guess I came into the space one way, and now I'm getting something different from it. Can we go, please? The light's green, y'all. Can we go before the light turns red? Please? Thank you. There you go. No signal, sir? Jesus Christ. People wonder why their cars are beat up. But so, I think y'all, with so much craziness going on, Keisha's the least of my concerns. But it's funny because on my Facebook, I see all these black men talking all this Keisha nonsense. And I also hear us talking about things like, well, especially in America as a whole, but black men in America with these fucking red pill tropes and these MGTOW tropes. And I'm like, dude, you realize we ain't none of the above, right? Like, them MGTOW dudes, if they find out a girl messes with a black dude, they don't want to fuck with her anymore. Right? Number one. And number two, a lot of these tropes ain't for us. They still consider us monkeys and all this nonsense, right? And that mating, dating, and relationship talk that they were on is not for us, right? It wasn't for us, by us, of us, none of that. Let me let this person back out because I'm gonna need to park. Go ahead, miss. You're all the way back. Go ahead. There we go. Now let me let the tender park. All right. Yeah, but I think like a lot of dudes be worried about having prenups and shit. Like, oh, she gonna take me for half of my shit. Half of what, nigga? You ain't got nothing. The average annual income in America is between 50, or the annual household income is between 50 and 80 grand. Oh, let me change my glasses back to my sunglasses. Hold on. Yeah, we do need to be worried about getting skills up to par, but brothers think we got our skills up to par, right? Until we do things like I have to do, and I got to go to the boardroom with real money move makers. And then they look at us like the monkeys in the room because there's not enough of us, because collectively we don't have enough of us doing this shit. Collectively. We've only got a few of us. Right? I got to take my car to get washed. So collectively we got a bunch of losers or people who are okay with being mediocre. We always want to say we paid the cost to be the boss, but didn't actually pay the cost. We always want to talk about keeping it gangster when the most gangster populace in America is Mexicans. But, I digress, right? It's weird like that. Nicole. Thank you. Is there an orange juice on the side or it's inside? Thank you. Thanks, boss.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too. All right, so that was easy enough. I just went and picked up my Uber Eats for me and the wife. Hey, okay, you know what? I think I'm gonna start doing this Uber Eats shit. But you know, I think what happens all too often is for brothers we get complacent because we do shit like, oh, I got this here Benz, and it's an accomplishment. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I feel a little good too. I got me a nice little flashy car, right? I'm gonna put some money into the car, right? Get my setup right. You know, says I'm with you when you're right. Yeah, when dudes are right, I'm with them too. The problem is, all too often, dudes don't be right or exact. We be in our little way or in our wave um, of non-reality. Like I said, it's time to separate the non-productive from the productive. And there's so many things. Like I met this young brother today. Well, sorry, not today. Yesterday from YouTube, right? And I explained to him. I said, "Yeah, I got a lot of content from the Black Manosphere." He's like, I don't know if I could talk to you, bro. That space is a waste of time. He said, I'm trying to do real things, bro. Are you one of the Manosphere guys for real? I was like, no. I just happen to, be over there. And somebody actually gave me a heads up. He was like, if you're a productive black man, be careful about being over there. Because what they'll do is they will behind the scenes tell each other, yo, don't fuck with Alonzo. He's bullshit. Da 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 da. And then when they get criticized for crying about Keisha all day on fucking 4.5 hour circle jerk panels where all they do is jerk off together and cry about Keisha and cry about how men who do real things are simps, even though they're up there together getting sympathy from each other, right? Please don't tell me this truck is turning. Please don't tell me you're turning. Okay, he's not turning. And they're looking for sympathy from each other, right? And what will happen is they'll be, oh, don't fuck with K Business Podcast, don't fuck with Alonzo Hall, don't fuck with Savings Minus Debt. And then as soon as they get criticized and railed through the coals for being 4-hour circle jerk panels, they get, oh, no, we got channels like Alonzo Hall. We got channels like K Business Podcast. We're not just all about crying about women. Yes, they are. And then they'll use the fact that there are channels like us as clout for themselves. Fuck that. You're gonna use me as clout? No problem. But I'm gonna make sure I benefit from it too, bro. That's all I'm saying. And if we really want black male agency, like I said, I was able to get this Benz because of, ironically enough, being in this space. But it was the space with powerful black man. It was another black man from the Black Brain Trust, not from the Black Manosphere, from the Black Brain Trust. And those are separate things. The Black Brain Trust is an area where if you have a grievance, you can air out your grievance. They'll let you come up and say, hey, listen, I disagree with you on this, sir. Or I agree with you on this, sir. Or your stance on this seems ridiculous, sir. And we will argue back and forth about it. But we won't be like, oh, pull up, nigga. I'm a fuck you up. And we actually speak on facts and figures. Even when you aren't with them, bad company corrects good character. Exactly, Malika. So what happens is us not being with them, but us not speaking up about them, us not crushing them as the fucking cockroaches they are, makes everyone else crush us as fucking cockroaches. And I'm not a fucking cockroach, and I'm tired of being stepped on. Right? It's no longer happening, right? I can't deal with that shit no more, right? I won't deal with that shit no more, and neither will you, right? This is a new day and age where successful black men are gonna remain there. Damn, somebody took my parking space that fast. Well, it is what it is. Oh well, at least it was another Benz. There's a white ML. It took my space. So let's see now. Uh, find somewhere to park. Right. Yeah, but no, Malika, you're absolutely right. Um, Good character does get corrupted by bad company, and that's why they say, you are. Show me who you hang with, and I'll show you who you are. Right. Um, because the reality of the situation. Let me straighten this out one more time. The reality of the situation is this: a lot of dudes, you are guilty by association, right? So unfortunately, just because of the way we affiliate with people sometimes, we can be put in a bad position, right? Just for the simple fact that we're affiliating with one type of brother or another. It ain't even got to be nothing serious. Just, hey, this brother is always in riffraff and he's always in trouble, and you know that rubs off on you. You know, little things like that that end up messing us up. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not gonna be too long because I know my wife is upstairs waiting for breakfast that I just went to go pick up. Turn off this car. Put on my Burberry shades. There's my light. I gotta get my light. I'll find that later. But yeah, the company you keep definitely says a lot about you. And so that's why I'm hanging out with people like K Business Podcast, JT the Pocket Watcher, you know, Wealth Talk Productions, Savings Minus Debt. Brothers, oh shit, not my breakfast. Brothers who are about something, right? Because like I said, I'm gonna show this off one more time. All right, to be able to get this pretty puppy, right? This full size sedan, Mercedes Benz E350, right? Well, it took a lot of work, right? But a lot of that work came from being in the company of like-minded individuals, right? So it's got to be other brothers who are looking to have things and don't want to lose them, right? Everything I have, I worked hard for and I got it legitimately. So, you know what? Hold on. Let me button my jacket. So that's one thing also, fellas. When we're looking at fashion, please, when standing, you button your blazer. When you go to sit, you unbutton your blazer. That's one of the things that used to piss me off to no end with Kevin Samuels. Now, the only time you don't unbutton your blazer is if it's a double-breasted. But if it's a single-breasted blazer, you always have one button at least buttoned. And we'll talk about the difference between 2-button and 3 buttons later. Actually, we'll talk about that right now, right? So if you're a certain height, if you're under 6 feet, you generally only want to wear a 2-button blazer, a 1 or a 2-button. 3-button blazers are for men who are 6 feet or taller, because it shortens, it doesn't make them look crazy lanky, but it makes you look retarded short if you're, 5'7" wearing a 3-button suit. Also, when it comes to the buttons, right? If it's 3 buttons, sometimes top, always the middle, bottom never. If it's 2 buttons, always the top, sometimes the bottom. But stop running around with fully buttoned up suits. Good morning. You're welcome. Stop running around with fully buttoned up suits looking like you don't know what you're wearing. That's why when you see a brother who looks sharp like me, his first thing is, hey, you going to court or what's the special occasion? Well, nothing's a special occasion. I'm going to work. And right now I ain't even going to work. It's Columbus Day. I'm going to the diner to pick up some breakfast food. That's what I went to do. Right. But those are things that you want to work towards, for example, for your life, right? Yeah. Mhm. So those are things that you want to work towards, and examples of your life, right? Um, at certain income levels, you're going to look a certain way. I don't like wearing suits and ties all the time, but when I do, I do. And I actually do like wearing suits and ties all the time. But sometimes I don't feel like it, but I'll still wear like a blazer and a turtleneck or a t-shirt. Why? Because I don't want to look like I'm 22. And I see young men who are in their 20s and they look at us and they're like, wow, that's something to look up to. Like I said, I keep hearing all this nonsense from 50-plus-year-old men, right? I know dudes who are 57, 60 still talking this relationship dating shit. Bro, you're 20 years my senior. What the fuck are you talking about? Right? You were talking about this shit 20. What's going on, brother? You were talking about this shit 20 years ago when I was 20. Why the fuck are you still talking about it now when you're 60 and I'm 40? That means you didn't do jack shit but jerk off and sit on your hands. And now you expect me to grow up and jerk off and sit on my hands and look like you? And act like you? And complain about women like you? No. I'm not going to sit there and jack off and then 20 years later be like, man, I jacked off. It's the women's fault. So that's what you niggas seem like you did. Oh, well, you got to set standards. Nigga, you should have had them standards when you was 20. You should have had them standards when you was 16, 17, right? I had a fucking idiot-ass dude telling me, listen, man, I got 4 babies mamas. You don't know nothing about me. Yeah, I know you made a dumbass mistake. Well, look, I was 16, then 19. I don't want to hear that shit because you say the women need to pick better. So you need to have pole control, bro. You stuck your dick in a girl once at 16, fucked up, had a baby. You mean to tell me you made the mistake again at 19? You mean to tell me you made the mistake again at 24? You mean to tell me you made the exact same mistake 3 times in a row, dude? Nah, that sounds like an excuse to me. Good morning. Right? Yeah, the women are supposed to give you access. It sounds like you was good in finessing the women out of some ass. That's what it sounds. And I ain't mad at you. Hey, you finessed the woman out some ass, finesse her out some ass. But then don't years later, 15, 20 years, these women in this child support, I can't date a single mother and 4 babies mothers. And I said, you have 4 babies mothers, sir. Why do you have 4 babies mothers and none of them are your ex-wife? See, he didn't say I have 4 ex-wives. He said I have 4 babies mothers, which means that his dumbass never had any intent or never attempted to make any one of these women his wife. And power comes from families. See, because you have the responsibility behind you. At any rate, folks, I'm home with my breakfast. I'm about to hop off of this and eat my breakfast. Make sure you hit that like, drop a comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're made aware every time I release new content. And as always, share, share, share. Lastly, to contribute to channel growth or to schedule an appointment with a licensed financial professional, the links are in the description of this video. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, wipe ass. Work in progress every day and see success. Wipe ass. Work in progress every day and see success. Wipe ass. Work in progress every day and see success. Babe, my YouTube subscribers said hi and enjoy the breakfast.
Oh, thank you.
She said,
remember, when people challenge you,
and remember, when people challenge you, they don't challenge you to challenge you, but they challenge you to challenge you. Accept the challenge. Salute.